Hello again, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Great American Craft Beer Review with Kyle here. For our sampling pleasures and tasting delights tonight, I have one from a company that many people are underestimating or underlooking. Not me, folks. I think they make some kick-ass beers. This is from the Tallgrass Brewing Company. This is the Raspberry Jam. The Raspberry Jam, folks. It's a raspberry Berliner Weiss, Berliner style sour wheat ale brewed with raspberries. From the Tallgrass Brewing Company. Now, I think this is a light beer. Most Berliners are. Can there. $2.19 for the single. Let's see if we get the ABV. It says, our brew pub's original Berliner Weiss was a big hit. Now the raspberry version is going on tour. Pucker up and rock on with this sour German style wheat ale brewed with raspberries. Let's see here. Drink by 7/13/18. That's good news. I'm trying to find the ABV on this. All right, here, 4.3%. 4.3%. $2.19 for the single. I think the six-pack's, what, $11, $10.99. So, Manhattan, Kansas, Tallgrass. I've done several of their reviews. Cracked this baby open. Really enjoyed every one of them. I tell you what, the key lime pie was the first one. The vanilla bean buffalo sweat. My God, that was a tremendous stout. What else have we done? The 8-bit pail was their flagship. That's a good pail. Not a great pail, but a good pail. I did the blueberries with my brother-in-law last week. Did not review it. It was excellent. And then the German chocolate cake. My God, I tell you what, I have never had a beer that is so much dead on like the description. I mean, that was your grandma's chocolate cake on the finish. Unbelievable. So let's hope this is kick-ass. Number one brewery in Kansas right here. These guys. I did have one beer that I reviewed I did not like, and that was they made what Shortspring Company made one. It was a strawberry shortcake beer. And I talked to the brewer last summer. I was so hyped to get it. Or so hyped to try it, and I kept messaging the brewer. And finally drank with him to get it. And I thought that was a swing and a miss. But apparently everyone did. But I tell you what, though, for what I've done everything so good and so right, I cannot fault Tallgrass. They're 6 for 7 in my book. Nice guys. I've talked to the brewers, Manhattan, Kansas. Pretty cool to see Kansas, in my opinion. This is to me a Great Lakes brewery. I think good. Very good. I recommend them and I love them. Oh my, the raspberry. My God, the raspberry aroma. Jesus. I don't know if that's real raspberry or not, but it is definitely raspberry aroma. I would not put these guys in an elite southern tier or, say New Bell's Founders, any of that level, Avery. But certainly one of those breweries that I think is very underrated and very, very respectable. So, yeah, one man's opinion, one man's humble opinion there. There's the poor, simple, typical Berliner Weiss color. Some nice carbonation there, some bubbles. My God, the raspberry aroma is just out of this world. I mean, you could smell raspberries pouring in here. It just sounds good. The blueberry and raspberry jam. Yeah, $2.19 for the single. You do get some wheat, and of course it is a Berliner Weiss sour wheat. You do get a lot of wheat aromas in there, some malt, some barley. So raspberry, wheat, and barley, and that's simply what the beer is. So there's the aroma. So let's thank the brewers, Tallgrass Brewing Company. Done several of their beers. We love them, Manhattan, Kansas, and hope they keep making some new releases that we can enjoy. So thanks again, and of course happy Hump Day. And I'm gonna watch a little bit of Game 7 hockey. I know the Reds are on and going for 3 in a row, which would be a record for the season. They are down, but Bruins Maple Leafs. If you guys are hockey fans, I got a lot of comments on the East Coast. Check that out tonight. Big Game 7 action. So, cheers, everybody. Here we go. I don't know. That is interesting. It's weird. This is a unique, interesting taste to me. Now, I just had the Noble Pills from Sam Adams that I just reviewed. I feel like the raspberry hits twice in this beer. And that is really odd. I feel like I'm getting, and the head's going completely flat. I mean, there's a little bit of bubbles. This was not a great, and they have some carbonation, which is nice, but not much lacing. I feel like I definitely get raspberry, but I feel like it's false raspberry up front, like that ripe juice, followed by like some wheat and some barley, and then a hint of real raspberry on the end, which is really weird. It just smacks your lips up front. You know, the taste. It's not bad. It's different. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't know, not blown away by this. I feel like that the raspberry to me tastes, it's tart, but it doesn't seem like, this is not for me. The raspberry tastes odd to me. I think it's a folk. I think it's, I think this is raspberry juice almost. I don't know. And then the white flavor, not a bad, but there's some tartness, some sour, but this is not. But I definitely like the blueberry better than this, and I think I like blueberry better than raspberry. I'm gonna say this is a C+. I love raspberry beer, so I'm fair to rate it. It just, the raspberry tastes odd to me. I don't think the beer is flat. I don't think it's within date. I don't think it's infected. You know, it's not anything like that. I just feel like if they didn't use they didn't use real raspberries. I thought this is raspberry sweetener almost. That sour hits your lips. You know, if you get into it, I will say that taste was a little bitter, but I still don't think this is one that I'm crazy about. I love Tallgrass. This is nowhere near a shot of them. Everybody knows I've really Tallgrass. C+ for me. The raspberry hits your lips. It's just kind of a unique beer. So drop me a line, folks. Midwesterners, East Coast, if you had this. I don't think it's awful. I think it's definitely a craft beer. It's worth a shot if you like raspberry. If you like Berliner Weisses, it's a good beer. Just not my cup of tea. I can't go gung-ho about it. So C+ for me, but definitely worth a shot. I don't think it's awful by any means. It's nothing wrong with the beer. Worth a shot. We've had worse, so certainly better but worse. But like I said, C+ would be the extent of my reviewing. But thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. As always, cheers.